Hi, this is John Schubert, and today I was asked to show how Spirent TestCenter can create a target amount of traffic. So the question posed was, if I want to create terabytes of traffic, how would I do that, and how long would it take, roughly ballpark? So this is our C1 that I'm currently connected to. I currently have only connected to 2 ports. These are 10 gig ports each. So if we go to uh, all devices, you can see the 2 ports that are there. We could look through and see some other things like IP addresses, but for the important parts, let's take a look down at our traffic generator. So we've got a traffic generator on this port, which is going to create 100% utilization of the port speed, and the port is 10 gigs. So we can see it on that port, and we can see it on this port. So I've got down here my basic traffic results, which is going to show us those summaries. And let's go ahead and scroll over to our far left. So by default, when you bring this up, you're going to have basic counters. And we're going to go ahead and reset our stats so you can see my previous test there. So I don't want anybody to think we're cheating here. So we'll start from scratch. So we've got the 2 ports, each 10 gig set to 100% traffic. So we come up here, go to start traffic on all ports. And then what's going to do is it's going to take that configuration that I had set up, because nothing's stored on the C1. So it's taking the port configurations, and then it's taking the traffic generators, taking all of that, creating a config file that goes over what's called a BLI interface. So there's no latent leftovers, if you will. So as you can see here, by default, STC brings up port traffic encounter with basic traffic results on the left. And then with Spirent TestCenter, we can create different types of traffic and then stream them independently and track them independently. So for example, you could have one stream block that's TCP, one stream that's UDP, and then you could create, one that's variable packet lengths, one that's fixed, one that's stair steps, whatever that meets your testing requirements. And then what I like to do is I like to come over here and I like to put this gauge. So this is an aggregate. I've got two ports that are each doing 10 gig. So my aggregate transport is 20 gig. So you can see at this point, we're already at a 0.5 terabyte. So we're at a 0.5 terabyte of frames, 710 gigs. So dozens, thousands, millions gigs. All right, so we're just about to approach 800. And then over here, we can see different errors as we go through the tabs. So if we were getting packets out of sequence, checksum errors, different things at the layer 2 level, we would see it here. And we'll go ahead and scroll that back so we just keep an eye on our totals. And then over here, we have basic counters as well. So this will show us, and this, I didn't reset it, so this is still showing us the last test. I always set things up, do a proof of concept, and then come back and show how I did it. That's how I like to do my tests. So you can see that we're already at a terabyte now. So in just over 2 minutes with 2 ports at 10 gigs each, we've created a terabyte of traffic in each port. So again, this is a C1. It has 2 SFP ports that are each doing 10 gig in its current configuration. Ethernet 10 gig fiber. And in this case, it's just back to back. So port 1 is going to port 2, and port 2 is going to port 1. And I have it set up bidirectionally. So each one has sent a 1.5 terabytes to the other port conversely. So we've got an aggregate of about 3.2 terabytes at this point. So thanks for watching. Any questions, shoot me a message.